Everybody, I want to show you some military surplus. I keep a lot of military surplus around the house. I don't do too much on it. I did something on this in my last channel, and I actually just noticed that it wasn't there anymore. Um, and that was the same with the mess kit. The mess kit is just an awesome, awesome cooking system, and so is the Trangia stove. But I wanted to show you a canteen, and it's the same concept as the mess kit. I mean, you go to the store now, you're buying some plastic piece of crap that you know is it's not going to last. I really don't like drinking out of plastic. So let's get to this. This isn't a canteen. This is my flask. Oh, me and my flask, we've been through a lot. Got a little wolf on it. See? Wolf in the front, Howlin' Wolf in the back. Um, Usually keep Old Crow in here and rum. Ah, it smells like a party. Let's see how much it holds. I have 750 milliliters here. This is just enough for like maybe 3 good mouthful. Get you through lunch. If you haven't figured it out already, I like to drink. I'm not gonna lie about it. Okay. Get a little ass shot out. It ended up taking 400 milliliters. Or seven. No, 300 milliliters. Excuse me. Put that back in there. In there. We lost a little along the way, but it's still about 750. Now I'm going to show you something else. This is what I like to keep in the car. This is a U.S. military Arctic Canteen. If anyone's ever seen one of these, I know a lot of you older folks, you know about them. A lot of the younger guys, they don't know about them. This is about as hard use of a canteen as you can possibly get. And what it was designed for, you can tell in the name, Arctic Canteen. It was meant to be able to go out on the tundra and not have your water freeze on you. And it's a pancake design. Now, you can pick these up on eBay or at your local surplus store for about $7. Now, they're not issued surplus. This came from 1962, I think. It'll say when I open it up. Now, they don't come in a set. You have to buy the canteen itself, and then you have to buy the shroud that goes over it. Pop that open, take it out. That's the canteen itself. Now the canteen itself is a sandwich. The outer layer is aluminum, and the inner layer is stainless steel. This is January 1964, and this was never issued. I got it for 7 something. Now you have a cork on here. Well, not a cork, a plastic top. I gotta wedge it off. Hold on. All right. Then you've got a rubber. This will be the bung, and this will be the bung hole. All right. I'll give you a minute. Come on, grow up. Stop laughing. Okay. And you have a lanyard on here so you don't lose it with a brass fitting on it. Now, on the inside is stainless steel, but between these two layers of metal is a pocket of air. and it keeps the it's a groovy. It sounds groovy. Maybe you can hear it. You can hear there's a separation. It rings like a bell. It keeps the water from freezing, and just that little bit of contact with your body keeps it warm, and it won't freeze. And I've left this out in the car for a couple days, and with the olive drab outside, the sun catches it and keeps it warm. It doesn't freeze. Now the Shroud is kind of funny. The Shroud was more expensive than the canteen itself. I think I paid $8 for it. And you got the Molly clips on here, and this one was issued. This was actually had a soldier's name on it. Ramirez. I think it's Ramirez. But this, I took it home. I washed it off. I put it in the wash machine, and this is all tough canvas. This isn't going to rip, and it's waterproof. And you got the U.S. insignia on there. Now, what I use this for is, I mean, occasionally I'll use it for water, but honestly, I use it for my flask. Now, if you had a choice between this is kind of like, concealed carried flask. You take this to like the diner and stuff. This one right here, this is a party on your side. So let's see how much liquid this holds. You can yank this out too. You can yank the bung out. Go ahead. I'll give you one more shot. All right, stop laughing. Yank it out, and you can clean it out by hand. And you can also get replacements for these bung holes. Put that in there. So let's fill it up. See how much water it takes. Is that full yet? Nope, not yet. It took the whole 750 milliliters. So basically, that's an entire bottle of whiskey. Pretty neat, huh? And you don't have to worry about the bottle of whiskey breaking. You can crack this thing around. I've cracked it around the boat, dropped it on rocks, and that shroud protects it from getting scratched. This will last a lifetime. I try and do a lot of stuff with surplus because, the government spent a lot more than $7.95 in making one of these. This was probably a $300 gig or $400 gig for these things. Because when you look at the hammer and the toilet seat, it cost $1,000. So they didn't cheap out on this. So let's pour it back in. So the way the top goes on, you force it down like that, and it seals. It won't leak. And the shroud for it, it's a little tough to break in the beginning, but after sitting for a couple months encased in here, it goes back on pretty easy. but it likes to go on a certain way. Right side, then left side. Just like that. And that protects it, and you could put it on your belt, and you could have an entire bottle of whiskey on you if you wanted. Or water, or Hawaiian punch, whatever you're into. You can boil your water up in the mess kit and purify it and fill your Arctic Canteen up to travel with. It's just a really groovy thing, and I'll try and do more stuff with surplus as I find different things, because the government throws away a lot of stuff that's really, really good. They just phase it out. You've got to figure this has been around since 1962 or 64. They're going to have to replace it, even if it's new. Later, guys.